Hi everyone, hi, welcome to another video. I thought we'd crack on, because what we're going to do today, we are going to use the same module as we did in the last video. But this time we're going to make a stopwatch. We're going to make a stopwatch on the 7-segment module, excuse me. So what we're going to do, let me just go to here. Right, we are going to be using this module again, 7-segment module. Remember, number 8, number 7 on the block, turn it on. Okay, and we are going to be using a lot of the code that we used in our last project. Sorry, let me get rid of that. Let me open Thony. Okay, remember we did the segment display in the last video? Well, we're going to use a lot of this code again. So I thought it'd be a lot quicker, a lot easier. We'll still go talk through the code, but we're going to be using this code. Okay, and we're going to be making a stopwatch. So first thing we need to do is do a file, save as, right, and I'm going to call this stopwatch. Okay, don't forget the .py, and I'm going to OK that. Right, so now it's named stopwatch. All right, we haven't overwritten the last code. All right, so we've still got our last code for our segment project. Right, so what this does, when we start the program, the 4-digit numbering is going to be dynamic, and every second it will add 1. All right, add 1, so it will plus 1 in each successive second. All right, so let's get me life sorted out. Right, okay, so, and see this, we need to import capital R, capital P, small I, dot GPIO capitals as GPIO capitals. Import time. Now, another attribute we have to import is we have to import threading. Okay, import threading. I have spelt that right, haven't I? Yep, import threading. Okay, so the next thing is our LSB first equals 1, our MSB first equals 2. All right, so that defines the pins. All right, on the 74HC595. All right, then again we've got data pin equals 15, latch pin equals 13, clock pin equals 11. Now this is where the differences are. Okay, let's get rid of all these and we'll start. I don't want to mess up. Remembering it's numbers equals space. These have to be on the same line. All right. So let me get rid of all this. Just make sure I know where I am. Okay, so it's brackets on, normal brackets on, 0. Yeah, X, C, 0. Right, 0, X, C, 0, comma. That's the first one. The next one is 0, X, F, 9, comma. The next one is 0, X, A, 4, comma. Right, and the next one is 0, X, oh, I've got 0, no, 0, I will get it right, 0x be 0, comma. The next one is 0x99, comma, 0x92, comma, 0x82, comma, 0x, and it's F8, comma. Then it's 0x 80, comma, 0x90, brackets off. All right. So come down one. Now we have to put the variable counter in. All right, the number will be displayed by the 7-segment display. So that is counter, right, equals 0. All right, counter equals 0. Then we need to define the timer object. Sorry, enter, and it's t equals 0. Right. And I've already seen a mistake just here. Remember, that's 0. Right. Let's come down a bit. Then we'll go to our setup. Exactly the same 3 GPIO capitals.set mode, brackets on, GPIO.board, brackets off, the board numbering system. Then we set up the data pin as a GPIO.out. We set up the latch pin as a GPIO.out and the clock pin as a GPIO.out. All right, so next we come to this define shift out. Right, define shift out, and it's D pin, comma, C pin, remember the P's capitals, comma, order, comma, val, brackets off, colons, gives us our auto indent for I in range, 0 -16 in brackets, colons. Then we do our GPIO.output, and it's brackets on, C pin, comma, GPIO.low. Then we do our first if order, brackets on, order, equals, LSB first, brackets off, colons, auto indent, GPIO.output. Just make sure I got this right. GPIO.output, and then it's D pin, capital P on the pin, comma. And then we got this code here. And it's exactly the same as our last one. So if you've got the code, D capital pin, comma, brackets on, 0 times 01 and, brackets on, val for value, greater than I, brackets off, equals, 0 times 01, brackets off, and GPIO.high, all capitals, or GPIO.low, all capitals. Then we come to our else if, right, else if, and again, it's all brackets on, order, space, equals, MSB first, all capitals, brackets off, colons, auto indent, GPIO.output, again, brackets on, D pin, comma, brackets on, 0 times 8000 again, 8000, and brackets on, val, less than, I, brackets off, equals 0 times 8,000, and again, all capitals, GPIO.high or GPIO.low, brackets off. Come back, space to under the LCF, GPIO.output, C pin, capital P, comma, GPIO.high. Now in this code, there is no semicolon, so we'll take that out. Right, now we do have some new code to put in. Right, so space, backspace, okay. Row. Here we go. Define out data, capital D on the data, brackets on, data, brackets off, colons. Function used for output data to the chip. Yeah, the 748C959. Right. So, auto indent, GPIO dot output, brackets on, and then it's a latch pin, capital P, comma, GPIO dot low. All right, brackets off. Then we're going to do a shift out. Don't forget capital O on the out. Brackets on. Data. Pin. Capital P on the pin. Comma. Clock. Pin. Yep, clock pin. Brackets, comma, and MSB first, comma, data, and that's a brackets off. All right, I've just seen a mistake. I'm glad I saw it early. Let me get the right mouse. I've got mice and keyboards all over the place, and it's brackets on. All right, so that's the shift out. Then it's GPIO dot output, brackets on, and latch pin, capital P on the pin, comma, GPIO capitals dot high, brackets off. Right, so there we go. So that's that code. Let's have a little space there. Let me just bring this down so you can see it. Right, our next code is def select digit, okay, capital D on the digit, brackets on, digit, brackets off, colons, return, auto indent, open one of the 7 segment displays and close the remaining 3. The parameter digit is optional for 1, 2, 4, 8. So that's what we're going to be doing with this code. All right. So we've got our first one. Lots of ifs, else ifs, and elses. So the first one is if digit equals 0 times 0, 1, colons, auto indent, return, brackets on, right, 0 times 0, 8, greater than 8, brackets off. Right, so that's that first little bit of code. Return. Okay, so else if digit equals 0 times 0, 2, x 0, 2, colons, auto indent, return, let me just make sure I'm on my first else if, return, brackets on, 0 times 0, 4, sorry, 0 times 0, 2. Right, let me just check this. If digit 0001 return 8. Okay, equals 8. Else if digit equals 0 times 0, 2 return 0 times 0 of 4 greater than 8, brackets off, return. Right, so we've got our if and our first else if. Our next else if. Else if a digit equals 0 times 0, 4, colons, auto indent, return, brackets on, 0 times 0, 2, greater than 8, brackets off. Right, so that's our second else if. The next else if digit equals 0 times 0, 8, yeah, 0 times 0, 8, colons, return, okay, return, brackets on, 0 times 0, 1, greater than 8, brackets off. Right, right, let's go here. Else, colons, return, or enter, return, brackets on, 0 times F0 greater than 8. Right, so we got one if, 3 else ifs, and an else. Enter, return. We're now going to do the display function. So define display, brackets on, DEC, brackets off, colons. Display function for the 7-segment display. Okay, that's what we're doing. Out data, capital D, equals select digit, capital D, all one word. That is wrong. Sorry. Jump the gun. Let's go get rid of that. Right. Display. Out data. Brackets on. 0 times 4 F's. F. Brackets off. Eliminate residual display. Right. Now it's digit equals select digit, capital D, brackets on, 0 times 01, brackets off, and that select the first and display the single digit. That's what that code means. Now going to do out data, capital D on the data, brackets on, NUM for number, square brackets, DEC percent 10. That's DEC percent 10. Square brackets off. Yeah. And single line. A single line. Where's that on this computer? I'm just going to pause. The recording to find this keystroke. One moment, please. Right, hi everybody. Yeah, finding this keystroke. Right, this one here, the straight line down. Couldn't find it on my keyboard, so what I had to do, I had to go to some other code, copy it and paste it in. All right, that's what I had to do. Okay, maybe you'll have to do that. All right, so it's a straight line down. Then it's digit, brackets off. All right, so I did have a quick little break in the video, I'll be honest with you, to find that keystroke. Right, then we got a time dot sleep, brackets on, and it's going to be 0.003. Okay, brackets off. That's the display duration. Right, that's how long it's going to display for. All right, let's move this up a bit so we can all see. Right, we're now going to select the second and display the tens digits. So out data, capital D on the data. Excuse me. Brackets on. 0 times 1, 2, 3, 4 F's, and brackets off. Return. And it's similar to the code up the top. So what I think might be best to do is this, because we've got quite a few to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this, Control C, right, Control V, right, and we're just going to change the numbers in here. So we got our first one. So we've got we've got 4 of these to do. So let me go to our second one. So we got the top lines the same, out data 0 times FFF. Then we got the select digit, this one here, But this is 0, 0, 2. Right? And then the next line of code is the same, and the next line of code is the same. Control V. Another one. We come down. No, we've got to change some stuff here. Outnumber. Right, okay. That's 0, 1. 10. Des equals 10. 0, 2. Des. So we've got to go here. Glad I spotted this. 100. // 10. And then it's square brackets, line, digit. Sleep 003. Right? The next one. Right? This becomes 0, 4. These numbers become 1000. Yeah? // 100. Okay. So you can see where we're getting the tens, the singles, twos, fours, and the next one should be 8. Yes, I'm correct. Right. Control V. Digit. And it's 0, 8. 0, 8 here. Right? 0, 8 will come down. Then we come to our numbers in this argument here. And it's 10,000. 10,000. 100, 1,000, 10,000. // and it's 1,000. All right. Square brackets of single line digit. Time.sleep 003. Right. So. And time.sleep 003. All right. We've got some more code. Don't worry. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Define the timer. All right. Define timer. Brackets on, brackets off, no argument, colons. Global counter. Okay. Global space counter. Right. And then a global space T. Return. Now then, reset time of timer to 1 second. This next code. So T equals threading. Remember we put that attribute at the top, the threading attribute. Dot timer, but the capital T on the timer. Brackets on, and we want this to go every 1 second. So it's 1.0, comma, timer, brackets off. Right. Okay. So then we do what is called a T dot start. I spell start right? Yep. Start, brackets on, brackets off. So that starts the timer. Counter. Because remember we want to it's a plus equals 1. Because you want to go count up every 1 second. Right. And then what we'll do, we'll put a print in here, a print statement. Brackets on. exclamation mark. Counter, colons, percent, where's my percent on here, D, exclamation mark off, and then it's percent counter. Remember, we've had this sort of counting up, a similar command in earlier videos, giving us that counter where we've had numbers counting down or counting up. Right, let's go to our def loop. But before the while statement, we need some extra code. Okay, so it's a global T. It's going to give us the time. Global T. All right. Then we want global space counter. Return. Then we got T equals threading dot timer, again 1.0 comma timer, brackets off. Again, set the timer. That line of code that sets the timer. Right. And then we've got T.start. Brackets on, brackets off. Start timing. Right. So far, so good. Take all this out. We don't need it. While true. Right. Display. Brackets on, counter. Brackets off. Displays the number counter. Right. Then we come to our destroy. First one we need to put in here is global space T. Right. Then we need our GPIO.cleanup to release all our pins. So release all our GPIO pins, and we have a T dot space, I can't spell now, cancel, brackets on, brackets off, no argument. And then we've got our main destroy. All right. So let's save that. Yeah, let's save that. So here we will quickly go through just a quick update. Remember to import the thread in our attributes. Remember, define our pins on the chip, the 74HC595 chip. Yeah, okay. And we've done our variables counter. Okay, these are numbers that are to be displayed. Right. And then we've selected our digits in this code here. Selected our digits. And that looks okay to me. Right, we've saved it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm just checking I've got everything okay. Don't forget the global T. Yeah, right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Let's run the code. Well or never. First time. First time. Right. Let's go to overhead. And there we go. We got our stopwatch. We got our stopwatch. So if someone's running along, all you do is Control C. There are other ways to turn this on off, but we do a Control C. And we can say, look, it took him 30 seconds. Took him 30 seconds. Who's the man? Okay, no mistakes. Let's run it again. There we go. I am chuffed to monkeys. Chuffed to monkeys. Right, let's go back to my face cam. Yeah. Okay. What a great video. Say it was sped up by we used a lot of the code, but there's a lot of extra code in there that we need to use. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Working first time. We are getting better. We are getting better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and please comment below. And I'll see you in the next video.